The Pentagon, under the leadership of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, has implemented a series of new, stringent rules for journalists. These regulations, which were formalized in a 17-page memo, require reporters to sign a pledge to not obtain or publish any information, even if it is unclassified, that has not been explicitly authorized for public release. Journalists who refuse to sign or who violate the policy risk having their press credentials revoked. Furthermore, the new rules restrict reporters' movements within the Pentagon, limiting their access to certain areas and requiring an official escort in others. These measures mark a significant shift from previous decades, where credentialed journalists had more freedom to move around the building and interact with military and civilian staff. The Pentagon asserts the new policy is necessary to protect national security and sensitive information, while press freedom advocates condemn it as a direct assault on independent journalism. Reasons for the policy change. The Pentagon's decision appears to be a direct response to a number of high-profile media leaks that have occurred in recent months. The administration has expressed deep frustration with unauthorized disclosures, particularly one incident where an editor from The Atlantic was accidentally included in a group chat where the defense secretary discussed plans for military strikes. The new rules are presented as a way to formalize existing security protocols and prevent such leaks by holding journalists accountable for the information they obtain. From the Pentagon's perspective, the new policy is a common sense measure to ensure information is properly vetted before public release. It frames the issue as one of protecting national security and the safety of personnel, arguing that reporters should not have unrestricted access to a secure facility. Consequences and analysis. The consequences of this new policy are already being felt and have sparked a significant debate. For the media, the most alarming aspect is the requirement to obtain government approval for reporting on unclassified information. Critics argue that this effectively turns independent journalism into government-controlled messaging, as reporters would be limited to publishing only what the Pentagon wants the public to know. This could severely hamper the ability of the press to hold the military and government accountable. The policy is seen by many, including organizations like the National Press Club and the Freedom of the Press Foundation, as a form of prior restraint, which is considered one of the most serious violations of the First Amendment. For the public, the consequence is a potential reduction in transparency. Independent reporting from the Pentagon is vital for a democratic society, providing citizens with crucial insights into the military's operations, expenditures, and decision-making processes. If reporters are unable to speak with unnamed sources or investigate matters without official authorization, the public's understanding of defense policy and actions could be severely limited. Predictions and potential solutions. Looking ahead, it is likely that the new policy will be met with legal challenges. Press freedom organizations are already signaling their intent to push back against what they see as a violation of constitutional rights. Many news organizations may also decide to forgo their Pentagon credentials rather than agree to the new terms, which could lead to a significant decline in the number of journalists regularly covering the military. Solutions to this standoff could involve a compromise between the two sides. The Pentagon could clarify the definitions of unauthorized information to ensure it doesn't stifle legitimate reporting on unclassified matters. Media organizations could also work with the Department of Defense to create a new framework that balances national security concerns with the public's right to know. This would likely involve a formal, ongoing dialogue to establish clear, mutually agreed-upon guidelines that don't violate the principles of a free press. Ultimately, the resolution will require both sides to acknowledge the validity of the other's concerns and find common ground.